Welcome to Dead or Live. Yes. Welcome everyone here. We have a live audience. I'm Ana Lindo, and we are we are Summerview Producers Group.
Sorry, quiet on the set. Anna, can we do this one more time?
Sure. Welcome. Yes, welcome to Dead or Live. We are Summerview Producers Group. We have a live audience again tonight. I'm Ana Lindo. And tonight we have our special guest, Bianca Banchi. Thank you so much for coming. I want to say some words in Portuguese before I start, because I know she's also she speaks Hungarian. And I would love to have this welcome in more languages tonight. So in Portuguese we say, bem-vindo a Dead or Live. Bem-vindo a Summerview Producers Group. Produtores de TV aqui em Somerville. And I would like to ask her also, if you can, because we are the very diverse community here, and it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. And welcome. And if you want to share something, you're welcome, or share something in your language, in your Hungarian language tonight, would be awesome.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Such a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited to share this relatively new passion of mine that I've been practicing for over a year. And as in Hungarian, örülök, hogy meghívtak erre az eseményre, és főleg, hogy ilyen kitüntetésben van részem, hogy másoknak is megoszthatom a tudásomat.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And what does it mean?
What I said in English.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It
Yeah.
sounds so cool. It's really cool to have you here tonight. And Bianca, she's actually tonight is a very special night, because we have, I just told you before tonight that we have Somerville Community Access Television family, here in the audience, and volunteers and Somerville Producers Group. And we also have another family tonight from Bunker Hill Community College. Two very strong communities. And we have, and we met Bianca there. And as an artist, she came to share her story. So, yes, tell us about you, your story. How did you get here? We very excited about knowing, more about you.
So actually it's very exciting and risky how I ended up back in Boston. So I used to be an au pair. That's basically an international live-in nanny for American families. And I've been in that program for 2.5 years, longer than the average term because of the COVID pandemic. And that's when I took a direction to go back to school, decided to going back to school and to art, because the family who I worked for, we were under complete lockdown during the pandemic, especially in the April season when I moved from San Francisco to Boston.
Were you in San Francisco?
Yes.
Oh,
and
so
before in Utah.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
Are you from Budapest?
Yes, indeed.
And so you came to the first city you came in the United States?
It was New York in 2019 January. Yes. And then I went to Salt Lake City, Utah for a year, and then San Francisco for a couple months, and back to Utah a little bit, and then come to Boston. And then when we were under complete lockdown, so au pair works with children. So we did have a lot of paint at home, but because it was not safe to go to any bigger stores to buy canvases or other materials, I was painting on whatever I found in the house. So toothbrush cases, cups, tea boxes, whatever I found in the house, it was painted in 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, so that's how you started here.
That's how I returned.
You return.
Yes, I used to paint in Hungary too, and was my work published in Volvo Gallery and some different places. However, then when I came to the US, it's more like the traveling took over. So then I took a U-turn back and decided to change my career path from international diplomacy to graphic design.
Oh wow! So now you're studying
Yeah.
graphic design.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And you're doing this as a student, because I know you're a student, and
Yes.
also, and I know that Duncan here. I want to share this because it's really cool that when I invite her, we thought about having Bianca here, because Duncan is here volunteering and he's a member. He's a Dead or Alive member too. And then I told him, "Oh, are you coming next week to volunteer to help us doing the camera or the light?" He's doing a lot of things here. We are gonna have an artist from Budapest, and she's also BHCC, a student. And he said, "Who is coming?" I said, "Bianca." He said, "Oh wow, I love the girl." Because it's so you are in the community there, so that's the feeling I had, that you're also doing things in school. And
Yes.
now you're here, and he told me that he photographed some of your work, and so you were active. That's what I'm trying to say, that you were, even though you came from Budapest. How long have you been here?
4.5 years.
Cool.
Yeah, and at Bunker here, this is my 4th semester. And well, Duncan is more just a friend. Like with my computer classes, that was not my strength, or maybe still not, but working on it, he has been a huge help, like a very huge help. And also all the latest projects that we've been working together, the photos came out beautifully. Like the lighting, the angles, they all turned out great. And without a good photographer, like it's really, because I paint on bodies, it's really hard to share it with other people without a good photographer. And after work on the photos, so yeah, huge clap for him.
Thanks, Duncan. Thanks, Bianca. And another thing is, you do a different type of art. It's art, but it's how you call this, body painting.
Yes, it's multimedia.
Multimedia.
Yeah.
And how did you end up doing that type of, because it's very unique. It's something that you see a lot of art in galleries, but this is more like a happening. It's like it's a performance too. That's why it's interesting to have you doing this live today in Dead or Alive, and the audience experimenting this. So it's that experience. It's art of the experience, and it's how did you choose then? Why? How it happened to you?
So the idea, it's been there, I think, for a long time, especially because it was hard for me to paint in the beginning like human figure, but I also really wanted to include it. So I was like, okay, what if I use the human figure as my canvas? And I think the intimacy is really important part of how it's being created, like that there is a connection that's other artists might never experience with the canvas being alive. Yeah, as we talked before when we had the idea, as you said, that pulling the soul out, that's the main idea.
That's how you thought that first that connection with the also with the model. Like you said, it's a live canvas.
Yes.
It's so how you choose your model. So how is like that connect? You need to have a connection first, or
Well,
you can like if you have like because I know tonight you're gonna have Liz Santos here.
mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming, Liz, and doing that experience with us, sharing with us that your performance. But suppose if we have someone from the audience or somebody that you don't know that, okay, I want Bianca to paint my body too or something. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen tonight, but if it's you need to establish that for the first that connection to paint or it's something that it can happen or yeah, I'm just curious to know how is the process of your work, you know, of your artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a process there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so it's easier when I have a connection with the person because I know more about them and their passions and their what moves them in life. But I assume I haven't painted for a random person yet, but I think that would work too, but it definitely would be more dominated by the first impression. And also, it's the other very important part that sometimes we just don't think about that I also really want to make sure that my model feels comfortable what's on their body because it's their body. So your body, your choice. And it's easier with someone who is a more comfortable open communication, but maybe a new person if that would work too. It just need to make sure that the model feels comfortable too.
And it happened before that someone seeing you painting, doing your performance, and they asked to be painted too.
Yes, couple times. Yes.
That's interesting. So because it's kind of maybe I want to be part of this, the process too, that connection with you. Maybe they connected with you first and they say, "Oh, Bianca, please do that," you know. And it's interesting. And when you do this, how do you save that your art?
So that's the very special part of it that only photograph. So it's a very momentarily art that really the actual art only the people who are around there. That it's lucky now that we have more people, but it's usually the model, the photographer, and me. And then the photograph, and then there is afterwork. That's usually the photographer or I do. And then we print it out on a canvas with a different company. And then they send it back to me, and with acrylic paint, I paint it a little bit over again. So it gets a little bit more sharp and more unique in that way.
And you said also something about when you share with us about the themes in your art. Are they related? Are they, like you said, something that comes spontaneously, and they are variety of themes? How it happens? Those two. How do you choose them?
I like to match it together with the model's personality and the culture, or whatever. For example, we had one that we created in January about the new abortion laws. So, for example, that one, both me and the model were like, okay, let's do something powerful here to show our viewpoint. And I think like showing with body painting, I think that's a very strong
and
claim.
you consider that you can do, like you said, as a kind of protest too, right? Or a kind of point of view, or
Yes.
or to share new ideas or your connection with the subject too. So that's what you did about the abortion.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
And tonight, what you have planned to us, you brought Liz here. How did you meet her?
So when I came back, I went home to get my student visa, and I came back in 2021 September, and I had to move in the first place I found in Boston, in a 5-room apartment. And Liz already lived there, but she was about to move out. And then after, I think, couple of weeks, we just clicked like so quick. And then she decided to stay for another year and a half. And we become very close.
Wow, and now you guys kind of working together.
Yeah, we had work together, like painting that she was the model, Duncan was helping with the photography. And that piece was called The Heritage Birthright. So we were trying to show with that art piece that how you can carry your pride, your heritage with you always, even if it's something old but very valuable, and it pairs with your youth and beauty, but it's always there. So that was it was really great time to make it too.
In talking about this, like culture, right?
Yes.
Your background.
Yes.
How do you bring this in your art? Because you are from, I don't like to say that much, another culture, because now it's like everything is so connected, but when they say, oh, another culture, is like kind of, it seems there is something so different. It's not that difference, but what do you add, what do you to your art from your Bianca from United States, but you're bringing something new to the place you were, the community you're sharing, or the performing you're doing. Do you think you bring something from your own culture, your own like hometown, for example?
Yes, so I'm from Budapest. That's the capital of Hungary. Just for people who they don't know where Hungary is, it kind of close to Italy, like next to Austria. So that area, and I think the entire journey that I've been through, like switching career paths so many times, and like being so lonely because I'm by myself for a very long time. So I think all of those, I think the journeys that I've been through, I think they all come together. And it's just a really great way with art to express that.
And you, before you leave, just like now you're saying that journey, and when you left your hometown and you came to work, as you said, United States as a nanny, au pair, nanny, and what did you used to do there? It was like something completely different. So like I say, you have been changing this, you have been improving and bringing this to your art too.
Yes. So before I left, I was planning on doing the direction of diplomacy and international relationships. So thanks to my family, I had the opportunity to work in the House of Government, in the Parliament, being an intern in Budapest. And that's what gave a big kick, that it just felt so like unrealistic and cruel being there, that no one really cared about the people. So I left after the elections. What was your question? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, before, if you have this contrast of
Yes.
having a different life there in your hometown,
Yes.
and then you decide, because there's something that it's a decision when you leave your country, right? And you need to leave things usually behind. I need to forget about things, or maybe a different career or family or a lot of things. So how was that difference and that contrast and that how you bring this? Of course, you do, like in your art,
Yeah.
but because you said something. Oh, I have been changing, and I see this like improvement, right? Changing is like you are not just in a comfort zone all the time, waiting things to happen. You're the type of person that you make things happen, and you bring this in your art, and you're doing things, you sharing your experience, your life, and how was before? It's just like
Oh yeah.
it's always like, and it seems when we are in this when we're doing things, you have this, and here, especially here in Boston area, because I'm also from a different country, and it's a different rhythm. It's fast. It's like the rhythm is like, sometimes you don't have thing to think, and you go with the flow, and then it's. But you as an artist, you have the time to rethink your journey and to take like different decisions, and you did before, came here, and the difference that you had before and now, and how it impacts your art.
Well, I'm from a big family, so I have 3 younger siblings at home and a beautiful house, and very supporting parents. So clap for them too. However, when I first came, I was part of a brand new family who I had no connections before. So that required a lot of adjustments. And even though I love most of them very much, however, um, it really put me in a situation that I haven't been before, to let my pride down a little bit, because you are a new person in a family, and that's the home that you have for now. So you need to adjust a lot. So I think that was also very important in this journey, and a big difference that at home we all fight with our parents and siblings and let every thought of ours out. However, when you are then, you need to keep things more for yourself and adjust being alone.
Interesting.
So,
Thanks for sharing
yeah.
that. And also this inspiration that you had, and you have in your art. How did it happen? What inspired you to do what you do now, to became Bianca Banchi, an artist and painter and performancer?
So the first like live canvas model who I had with, like, that was such a huge high, like when you are on the roller coaster and about to go down, that super big excitement. And just really the best day ever. So we had a wonderful time. We were drinking some wine, ordered pizza, and just all having a fantastic time while we were painting. And it turned out something beautiful. And then I think that photographer who I worked, her name is Ana too. She is from Argentina. Unfortunately, she left a little bit. She returned home a little bit, a little bit after our project. But that was a huge, huge first experience that, yes, this is really something that makes me happy and also creates something unique and beautiful. So yeah, the first time was more like an experiment, but turned out fantastic.
And how long ago is it?
That was a year ago. Yes. Before I painted on canvases many times, and then like the toothbrush case and all the other boxes that we found in the house. But I'm pretty sure I would like to stick to this way.
You having this feedback, people saying, wow, you paint like bodies, right? You paint like skin. And how is you think is the um, the feedback. You expect something from your audience. You expect um, I mean, you ask yourself what you would like them to see in what you are doing, and you have the response for them. How is happening this right now?
Well, it's usually very fun because when people ask me, "Oh, so what do you do?" and I was like, "Oh, I paint on people," and they just think that I didn't use English properly, that I paint people. And they think that I'm making portraits, and I'm like, "No, I paint on people." And then they're like, "Oh, that's exciting. That's something new. Let's see." And then I usually show my work, and the feedback is usually really encouraging. However, it also depends on that what's the audience that reflects on on the piece. Because, like, for example, when we are making the piece for the overturned abortion law, no male understood what this is about. But the filmmakers, they were like, "Oh, I can see the ovary. Oh, I can see the butt drops. I can see that." So it also really depends on the audience.
And where did you do this? It,
What do
it
you
was
mean?
this performance about the kind of protest or a point of view that you'd like to share about the abortion, the new abortion law. It was something. Did you do in school, or where, in a gallery, or
So the first couple projects, we kind of turned my apartment to like a little studio. So we put up white sheets all around and used different lights, like my nightstand lights and lights from our phones, to make all the shades, and my houseplants for as extra decoration. So we put it together very low-key that it does not look low-key once all the work is put into.
and you need, like you said, light
Yes.
and
Yes.
music. Oh
And
yeah,
music.
I would like to talk about this, to ask her to share about the importance of having this ambient sound, this music, this that I would like to share, because it's something that creates a mood for you. What does it do to you during your performance?
Well, it usually like sets a tone, and and there is like the person who is gonna whose music we're gonna show, Ludo, because he has really passionate and intense music, so that also usually helps with the vibe and with the brush strike to go with the music, with the rhythm.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's you need to create the. It's. Do you consider yourself a performer too?
Well, today, yes.
Yeah, it's because it's art. We can see these through photographs. You can
Yeah.
see these in a gallery, but it's that type of art that we are gonna experience tonight. And I would like to invite you guys to. We discussed this before, right, Bianca? That if you guys wanna ask anything, if you wanna come and see, to experience closer to the artist and to
You
the
are very
model.
welcome to come.
That's
on
awesome.
the stage and ask and even give opinion or whatever comes
I
to
love
mind.
that. When you said that, I said, "Wow, this is really something like we can have this interaction. We can
Yeah,
you can have this experience together.
absolutely.
It's a real performance, and I would love to take advantage of that. So I encourage you guys to come and see, and but like in everything else, we need to experience, and it's a live show, and also because it's a live show, we are live, right? And we have guests here tonight that I would like to introduce them. You see your friends there, you invite them to come, because I know that Stefan is here. He came from, as I said before, we have our Bunker Hill Community College family tonight, which is awesome. And Stefan, it's here. Um, and I see Liz here, and I see also. Would like to introduce them before we start the show, and then I would love to ask the production, please. Maybe Tina can come and help to put the music again. So we're gonna prepare for our
Yeah,
Bianca show. Yeah.
sounds good.
So who is here tonight? And
So we have actually a very international group of friends.
cool.
So all over I think we cover all the continents here. So, so we have Anton on the left, on our left, on the right. Anton is from Kazakhstan. And it's really funny how we met because I won some tickets at Bunker Hill from some baseball game, Red Sox, and my previous roommate invited him, and that's how we became friends.
Wow, wonderful, Bianca. You're a communicator too.
Trying.
You're bringing your. Oh, look at this. Yeah, we have been doing this more often here at Dead or Alive, which is awesome. Who is experiencing this, bringing the live audience, and you're doing this. That's awesome. Thanks for bringing Anton. Welcome to Somerville Community Access Television.
And there is Isokan, who is from New Jersey and Nigeria. That's, I must state, that the best states to live at. And there is Neha. Neha is from India, and she's studying at Northeastern. And there is Liz, who is going to be my model tonight, and she's American with some Dominican heritage.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, so we can prepare for. Are you ready? Would like
Yep.
to.
I'm ready.
Is there anything, you guys? We left a mic, so feel free to ask questions or to share anything you want to share tonight. We have about. I'm so excited to start seeing you. I mean, the
Well,
The show.
it usually takes like 4 or 5 hours, so now it's gonna be a super speed
really.
thing. Yes, but that's okay.
Wow, that's a kind of a pocket show, like just very, very now in 30 minutes. And also, what is the theme that you would like to explore tonight? Why you're putting the music on? Where, I mean, Liz is part of this performance, and why you chose the theme and what you're gonna explore tonight.
So we're gonna go with the theme of journey and put it in like a space perspective, and you will see the rest.
Oh yeah, we can't. Yeah, of course, we need to see. So yeah, please
Alright.
let's come to the stage. so beautiful. How do you feel this? We just had the hopefully the cameras are getting the close-ups because it's so beautiful, and Bianca is using some crystals, right? Would you like to share again, Bianca?
Yes, so I'm actually using like fake lashes glue because that's really like human friendly for the skin, and like these fake crystals to glue them on her skin, so it also reflects.
Is there space, as you said?
Yes, like a journey. Yeah, a journey that shows a lot of opportunities and very colorful. Yeah.
Would you like to come and see? They are coming to see closer. That's perfect for summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a nice beach wear.
Yeah.
Right? What a nice beach wear.
I want that too. Yeah, while Bianca is finishing, I would like to thank you, everyone. I have the names here. I'm really glad that we are having this again nice gathering here at Deader Life with guests like Anton, Nadia, Niha. Yeah, thanks for coming, Anton too. Stefan Rijos, Isokin here, and our collaborators tonight. Tina Cabral, thank you so much. Brian Zippi, Ricardo Pineda, Duncan Caldo, Miguel Santos, and Cesar, and Lee Santos too, and Bianca. And I encourage everybody to come here. We can take a group picture. We can film everyone together, everybody together. And thanks, Bilal, for doing the 4th camera tonight too. Thanks for coming and helping us. Come guys, come together here. Let's take this group picture. Everyone with Liz and Bianca. Again, thank you so much for watching and for being here tonight. Thanks, Bianca. I would love to see more happenings, more performance like that with you. It was a great, oh look at this, so beautiful.
No, it really does look amazing.
That's true. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it was 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Give me some next time, more time.
How much?
Let's say an hour and a half next time. Then, yeah.
But it's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I think we are now wrapping up. And thanks again. And see you guys next time, next show in 2 weeks. Thank you.